TIFU by going to a party I wasn't invited to. I have two friends from middle school, I'll call them R and J. I haven't spoken to them in 2 years. Jay sent me a message asking me for a ride to R's birthday party. I was just excited to get out of the house and see old friends, so I said I would take her. When we got there, R only talked to me when I gave her the present, and I spent the time just sitting around because they wouldn't include me in any conversation. Any time I tried to talk, they would ignore me. When it was getting time to leave, one of the girls wanted to take a group picture and asked me to take it, so I wasn't included in it. Jay didn't say a word to me on the way home, and neither of them have talked to me since. I feel so stupid. I know I shouldn't have gone because R herself didn't invite me and Jay only asked for a ride. She didn't say I could stay, but I did. TLDR. Wasn't invited but went anyway. Got ignored. Feel really stupid. Haven't heard from either of them for 2 years. Yet out of the blue one asks you for a ride. They're assholes. Leave them in the dust. You did not foo. But those are not your friends. They used you for a ride and that is all. You need to dump them and not have contact with them again. You deserve better. I hope there is not a next time. But if there is, you excuse yourself at the party and you get on your car and drive off. Do not give them a ride again. You were not in the wrong. You brought a present. Why on earth would anyone ask someone for a ride if the ride giver were not welcome at the event? And with no prior contact for 2 years. This pisses me off for you. Unfortunately, most of us have memories of a super awkward, why did I come here kind of a thing. The sting of the embarrassment will ease. GIF. So how was Jay planning to get back home if you were not supposed to stay? Did they expect you to sit outside in the car until the party was over? Yeah. If someone I have not spoke to in 2 years randomly hit me up asking for a ride, that would be a hard no unless there was some form of compensation. If I would have made it as far as the party, those blokes would have been Saul on a ride home after acting like morons. They have 2 legs. They can walk. None of these people are your friends. You did nothing wrong. They all did. Move on and find real friends, not people using you then ignoring you. Edit. Typo. You were their taxi. Users and losers. Not friends. Friends don't do that, and to ignore you on purpose is plain rude. If they ask again, tell them that they should pay you for the petrol up front or get an Uber. That's all you were to them. After all, they'll soon FK off and never talk to you again. Problem solved. Those who use people like that get no sympathy. I'd ruin their life if I felt the way you felt, RN. How old are you all? Would help with context and understanding the situation. They should feel stupid, not you. Op. Anyone in your position would assume that they'd be invited. Are you an Uber driver? Was the girl going to pay for your time, gas and use of your car? Are you her parent who would drop their kid off somewhere? No? Then why wouldn't you think that someone asking you for a ride to a party means you're invited? And then you brought a gift as well and they still didn't act welcoming? Please tell me you did not drop that girl back home. Cut these people out of your life. They are not worth the time. Move on because girls are petty. They literally asked you for a ride to a party you weren't invited to. They used you. These people aren't your friends. When people show you who they are, believe them. People were not your friends. If I were you, I'd send them a bill for an Uber ride. I would apologize and ask for your gift back. I wouldn't call those people friends. No one deserves being treated like that. You need to realize that they aren't your friends. They're just people you happen to know that have no problem using you. I remember way back when I was in middle school and high school. I had this friend. He and I moved to a new city and started middle school on the same day. So we were both new kids. We paired up and just became friends since we had no one else. I went to his house a few times and we always hung out at lunch. By high school he had other friends and so did I. But we still hung out. It was just sort of weird because he didn't invite me over anymore and his new friends were kind of rude to me. I started realizing we had no interests in common. But that didn't bother me because we were best friends. We had to do this weird, lame school assignment where we wrote a profile page on our best friends. I wrote about some of my newer friends. But I especially wanted to write about this best friend of mine. I don't remember the context anymore. But I remember I asked if we could hang out on the weekend to do something or other and he politely declined. I was like, come on, man, we're best friends. He replied, well, we're not best friends. And suddenly it just hit me like a truck. He never thought of me as his best friend. I was just some guy who he hung out with in the past when he was new. What sucked was that I wrote that damn profile on him and had to present that in class. I felt like such an idiot having to present something I wrote that I realized wasn't a real friendship. We were still cool after that. But I just spent time with my real friends. I'll always think he was a nice dude. But even as an adult, that realization that we weren't really friends kind of still stings. These are just things you experience growing up. It's not good or bad. Just life. Smile. Say cheese as I take a photo of the ceiling. You didn't foo, they were really horrible. Never bother with them again.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.